What's up, you too? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, a Knick fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop? Do the do. All right, let's get into this game. I'm not going to really talk about the stats, but I am going to talk about the game because y'all seen the thumbnail. But I'm worried. You know what I'm saying? And y'all see the little catchphrase down there, can the Knicks make the playoffs? And I'm worried, you know what I'm saying? And I know some of you are worried, starting to see tweets over the place. And I know it's early, you know what I'm saying? But here you got a guy, everything Knicks on Twitter. Cat only getting one touch in the final 3 minutes is unacceptable. Here you go, Knicks Muse is absolutely still early, but when you go all in, building a championship contender, fans expect and deserve to see immediate results. This has been abysmal, and I cannot disagree with these guys. But we're going to get into that and the reason why fans is feeling this way. Um, some videos ago, I talked about waiting to the 10th game to see where the Knicks is at. We had our 7th game. I said I would start worrying about our 5th game. And I'm worried, you know what I'm saying? It's like I said soon the video started. I'm getting worried. Um, and I know a lot of people would start talking about the Mikal Bridges trade and what we gave up and what we getting back right now. And early on, it looked like, Mikal would have worked out for the Knicks, but to see him in the fourth quarter, just sitting on the sideline, posted somewhere, doing nothing. The defense looking abysmal from him. We thought we was getting a much better defensive player in Bridges. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And I have my reasons, and I'm gonna get into that quickly, trust me, quickly. And I don't want y'all to be, I'm not gonna say too concerned because like I said, I'm worried, so that mean I have concerns. But I still see the brighter side, and the only way that can change if Tibbs make changes. If Tibbs make changes throughout this season, I think we can get back on track. I think I ain't gonna say back on track because it's still early and it's looking like the Knicks might not make the playoff. Let's be real. We have to talk about that. That's what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? Win one game, lose another game, come back, win 2 games, lose the next 2 games. The most positive thing that you can take away from this road trip is that we went 2-2 out of 4 games. But we lost to some team that we supposed to have beat. Like even tonight, we supposed to have beat the Hawks. We was up, we had a lead, and then for a minute and some change, we go scoreless. And I'm not going to blame it on the players. You know what I'm saying? I know people gonna be like, oh, the players got to do better. Mikal Bridges. This is why I said I'm gonna get into the video about Mikal Bridges as we go along. But we're gonna talk about you seen the thumbnail, so we're gonna get into that. But that all plays a part into why the team is performing the way they're performing right now, at least in my opinion. So hit me in the comments and tell me something. But like I said, I ain't gonna get in the stats, but I'm gonna show you. Y'all can see how they played, how they performed. 15 turnovers, points in the paint. We got dominated again. Second chance points, 13. Fast break points. We beat them in that. Points of turnover, we got 16. Our biggest lead was 7. They 8. Um, like I said, I'm not gonna get into the stats, but when you look at the stats, it doesn't reflect the game to its fullest. And this is what I want to talk about. So let's move right here real quick. The rookie Frenchman. We got a French dude. I'm not saying that our rookie is just as good as him, but what I noticed, and this is my biggest problem with Tibbs, that he doesn't let the rookies grow. He doesn't let the rookies get a chance to play. And the little bit that we seen from Dadier, I think he can be a contributor. But my biggest problem is that Tibbs doesn't play to the matchups. Like last night, um, they was killing us on the sides. You know what I'm saying? Him, what's the other guy from Australia? Let me see real quick. What's this other kid name? Daniels. They was killing us. He only had 6 points, but the pressure that he was putting on our players, that's when he was going to the rim, it's all because of the rotation that we running. Some people want to say we run an 8-man rotation, and technically we are running an 8-man rotation. But when you look at the stats and to see the minutes that these guys are playing, we playing a 6-man rotation. You know what I'm saying? We playing a 6-man rotation. And let me hit you on stats. So what I mean. Minutes, Towns 38, Brunson 36, Ananobi 41, Hart 38, Bridges 38, Mikael Bridge Bride, excuse me, Mikael Bridges 38, McBride 28 minutes, Sims 9 minutes, Colette 8 minutes. Now, we're talking about what I just said, but I'm hearing I'm hearing the grapevine, how Mikael Bridges is standing around doing nothing. They are exhausted. Let's be real. They are exhausted. Tibbs is playing an 8-man rotation, but when you look at the minutes, it really round off to, well, in this game, because other game, it round off to a 7-man rotation because when Payne got hurt, he got more minutes than Sims. So he's not even playing a full rotation. So these guys is putting on mad minutes early in the season. And this is why I said, can we make the playoffs? And I'm not talking about we don't have the skill set, we don't have the players for it, but will these guys be healthy enough to continue? Will they be? Just let me know. Will they be healthy enough to continue going down the line? Will they be healthy enough to even make the playoffs? Will they be playing in January? And last year, a lot of people talked about, oh, Tibbs minutes is not getting the players and injury and this and that. Y'all heard the conversations. But we're about to see what's going to happen. If injuries don't take effect on Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, fatigue will. Fatigue will. When you run an 8-man rotation, you're going to need a lot of depth. Let me give you 4 things. You need depth, well, 5 technically. Depth, versatility, health, which more fitness. Is our players fit enough? If you running all these guys all these minutes, will they be fit enough in the final quarters? Is Jalen Brunson running out of gas? Because Jalen Brunson had a terrible night, 8 for 18. And I know people say he started off bad. I'll get into Brunson in a minute. And effective coaching. If you want to run an 8-man rotation, you got to have some really good coaching. You got to be able to outcoach the other coach. You know what I'm saying? You just can't send the guys in there and hope we get a basket. And that's what it looked like to me at sometimes, that he send them out there and say, I got this guy, I got that guy. We going to get a basket. If that break down, it looked like chaos out there for the New York Knicks. It looked like they're just running around. Meanwhile, they're rookies. And I ain't gonna say, when I say they're rookies, I mean the NBA. Whenever we go to play another team, it seems like their rookies is out there shining, getting the experience and the confidence that they're gonna need to go down the line further out the season, maybe the playoffs. And we have a good rookie in Dadier. And let's be real, it's like a little fad in the NBA right now where the Frenchmen are taking over. And I want to see what our Frenchman got. And we seen a little taste of it. And the taste that I seen, I like. He's accurate from 3 points. I know his defense look a little suspect, but I blame that on our players, our rookies, our bench player worrying about the minutes that they're going to get if they make a mistake. I know Tibbs is known for his high standards, but with these high standards, put too much. I'm not saying the coach not supposed to have standards. That would be ridiculous. But what I'm trying to say, you have to have a level of confidence in your player to make the player feel confident to get on the court and not gonna say want, but produce, period. You can't produce, you can't be consistent when you constantly worrying about if you make a mistake, I'm getting yanked out. I think this guy, our rookie, should be getting more playing time. We talked about Hooker Porty getting more playing time. We haven't seen that. Like I said, we are playing a 6-man rotation. No way how you look at it. These guys did not play on coach decisions. And may I add, Matt Ryan was on the bench. You know what I'm saying? I know his defense is suspect, but let's talk about one thing when I say coaching. If you're going to play an 8-man rotation, your coaching got to be effective. You have to match up. Ryan's 6'7". Dottie is around 6'7", 6'8". Toppin is around 6'8", maybe 6'9". We already know Hooker Porty is a true 7-footer. Why? Why is McBride playing on Zachary? I'm just gonna say ZR, the rookie for what's it called, Brunson. Why not put some size? We have people that can shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like some. I'm not even saying they was the Atlanta Hawk player was just basically looking over our guys on certain shots. There was no fair going in at points because if Towns wasn't near the rim and Anobi wasn't near the rim, one of them guys was definitely trying to break down McBride or Brunson because let's face it, they're too small. Even I mean, Kolak got a little bit more size than McBride, but he's still fitting into the system. He's still trying to feel confident and he's still trying not to get yanked off the court once he make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Brunson was terrible. What, 3 turnovers tonight from Brunson? You know what I'm saying? I would say them 3 turnovers from Carl Towns hurt us, but he scored 34 points. Kolek had 6 points, 2 for 2. That's 100% shooting. This is what I'm saying. Not only they're not getting the confidence, they're not getting the opportunity when they get on the court. This guy, come on, Kolek, he can score. He can motivate the other players, dish the ball. He had a couple of turnovers, but like I said, it comes from nerves. I want to see my rookie out there. You know what I'm saying? Now we look at what the Atlanta Hawks did. This is what I mean by fatigue. He played 10 men against 6. I know people gonna say that Tibbs used 8 men, but I just show you the minutes. We go back for 1 second. I'll show you the minutes one more time. Jericho Sims, 9 minutes. Collect 8 minutes. Now let's go back to the Hawks. Excuse me. Look at these minutes. I'm gonna go to Rowdy first because he played 11. He played 11 minutes. That's more minutes than Jericho Sims and Collect. Wallace, 12 minutes. Matthews, 19 minutes. Okagangwa, Gangwu, 20 minutes. Daniels, 36. Capella, 27. Johnson, 29. Young, 35. Rasia Zachary Razor, 37. He was 11 for 18. 6 for 10 from downtown. Because he was shooting over the guys that was on him. And by the time they got to him, like Tibbs' defense consists of constantly moving. You're killing the guys already. Too many minutes. They got to run all over the court. Late on the shots, on the defense. This has got me asking, can we make the playoffs? And not to mention, I want to see our Frenchman on the court. I think our Frenchman can be just as good as the Atlanta Hawks Frenchman, just as good as the Charlotte Hawk Frenchman. I'm not going to say the Spurs because that guy's on a different level himself, Wham Bono. But we have talent on this roster. Again, we goes with Tibbs, and I know Tibbs, we all respect him. You know what I'm saying? We praise his style of coaching. Some praise, some then we criticize. Let's be real. We praise and criticize at the same time because we praise it when it worked. Let's be real. We happy when it worked. But when it's not working, we see the flaws. And I think the flaws can be corrected. He don't have to change the defensive scheme 100%, but sometimes you're gonna have to go with the matchup. Because I would have put Colette out there, and I would have put. And I ain't saying starting. I mean, I'm going down the line, or maybe they got more minutes. Maybe Brunson they got on rhythm. I just think fatigue is kicking in. It's early in the season. Come on, it's going to be a time where you're like, okay, second half, getting my second win. You know what I'm saying? Catching that breath. You know what I'm saying? I just think Tibbs got to have more confidence in our bench and our rookies, give them guys more significant minutes so they can build the confidence, so they can play. Why sign this guy to a 2-year contract and then don't play him? And we're talking about my last video. I said we bringing in firepower, we bringing in defense. Are we going to use it? That's my biggest concern with Tibbs right now. Are you going to use what's at your disposal, or are you going to keep with the same traditional basketball that you've been playing? And one can say that it worked, and one can say that to a certain extent. We had the second best record in the East last year. So, like, he went and got an extension, but will it win us a championship? That's the whole thing. Will it win us a championship? Will the players now we can make the playoffs? We can have the second best record in the East. Hey, we can have the best record if possible. But if the players are not there 100% healthy when it counts, what good is it? Yeah, I wouldn't mind being a seventh seed if I won the championship. Let's be real. If I was a fifth seed, fourth seed, and we won the championship, I wouldn't mind. Damn, you watch what other teams do when it comes to player management, and you like, what the hell? They're taking fines. They're taking fines so that their players can be ready down the line, down the stretch. They see the big they see the big picture. Okay, we got a good record. Okay, stats is right now we're not even leading in the category that we led in last season. So the system is not working. We have a different set of guys in, and we're not playing everybody. So we're not letting the team play to its full potential. That's just my opinion. And I like your opinion, so hit me in the comment. It will be answered. I know I went on, and I didn't really get into too much about the French kid, but I'm talking about why isn't our French man on the court? I think he would be a valuable asset to the bench, coming off the bench, coming on the court. I think he would add more points. He would add size. Definitely would add size. And some of you going to say, "Oh, that dude's a first round pick, first top overall." But our guy's a first round pick. I don't care if it's the 25th. It's still a first round pick. When you watch the NFL, you see their first round pick in the game. Sometimes they start and they could pick at 35. But then, well, not 35, but you understand what I'm saying. They could be the 25th pick, they could be the 22nd pick, that 30 pick. But they will be starting because they are first rounders. I don't know. Will Tibbs change it up, start giving the teams more rookies, the bench more minutes? I doubt it. The only way these guys are going to see minutes is when the other guys get injured, just like you see Payne on the bench. Then you see Collect, and he still didn't get the minutes that he deserved, or the minutes that would help the team out with fatigue. Things have to change in the department if the Knicks going to make the playoffs. So once again, I ask you, can the Knicks make the playoffs? All right? You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.